Hello, Daria. Thank you so much for being in our dating interview. I hope you had a nice day, and please introduce yourself to our boys.
Hello, Ksenia. Thanks for inviting me for the interview. So my name is Daria. I'm 26 years old. I live in St. Petersburg. I like traveling. I have been to 13 countries. I have also lived abroad. I studied in the US for 2 years, in Germany for half a year, and in Bulgaria for 2 years. Now I work remotely as a manager in an online school. I really like kids and I enjoy teaching. I used to be a teacher of English. In my free time, I like to spend it with my family, with my friends, walking. I enjoy nature and architecture very much. I'm really a family person. I spend most of my time with my family, and my goal is to find a man that I can build a good family together and have a child.
Cool. Very quick, really to the point. The question, my first question, of course, you said you've been to 13 countries. Which of them is your favorite one?
I would say maybe not a country, but a city. It's Paris. Yes, of course, it stole my heart. It was my dream to go there, and for my 20th birthday, it was a present for me. And I really enjoyed it. I think it has a special atmosphere. We stayed like in a really small hotel, but the atmosphere was so amazing. The food was very good, so I can't forget it.
And what is your next goal? What is your one dream goal you realized already? What is your next dream country, dream city destination?
It's a good question. To be honest, now I'm not traveling that much, and maybe it's not my first priority now. But if I had an opportunity, maybe I would like to go to Belgium because I've heard a lot of interesting reviews about this country.
You have to go to Bruges, definitely. You will like it. You will like it. I think they're probably the best city town in Belgium. Okay, so you said you like nature, you like architecture, you spend most of your time with your family. Do you do any sport exercises? I don't know, running, yoga, Pilates, something.
I used to do sport a lot. I used to do basketball and swimming, but after I went to the gym and did weightlifting, I had a sports injury. So yes, now I don't do sports, but I have some like rehabilitation exercises.
Okay, cool. What is your so you look like very family person. But on one hand, on the other hand, you spent 4.5 years of your young life in different countries. Was it complicated for you to move to another country and then move to another country and start your life again? Was it complicated, this immigration process, or it's okay?
To be honest, the first time I moved away from my home was when I was 15 years old. It was an exchange program. I know, I understand and agree with you, Ksenia. An exchange program in the US, and I studied in the US high school and lived with the host family for 1 year. It was very difficult. Maybe we were not quite a match. Maybe I wasn't ready for it. But it was a great experience that taught me a lot, of course. And still, we had a good time together too. But after that, just when I was 18, I applied for American University in Bulgaria, and that's why I lived abroad so much and traveled so much. And this time, it wasn't very difficult for me. Of course, sometimes I missed my family, my home, but it was interesting. The one thing that I've noticed, of course, when you move too much, you kind of don't have a certain circle of friends that you go out together and so on. So you change a lot of people in your life.
Yeah, it's true, because usually you get your friends from the school, from university, from your job, and if you move, you have no time. And first, when you find friends in this country and you have to move again,
Yeah.
you lose them. Yeah, but you know, fortunately, we have internet now, so keep friendship is not it's not as complicated as it used to be. Okay, so you said you would like to meet a nice guy, to have family, to have children. Can you describe this special person you want to spend your life with?
It's a little bit difficult question for me because I know you always ask it, but I don't really have like a list of criteria, I think, because just you like the person, and sometimes these criteria that you thought of don't match, and it's okay. But maybe just a few important points for me are responsibility, and not being very authoritative or bossy.
Okay, bossy. I like this word, not being bossy. Yeah. Okay, really interesting. But so you still, I think, not should, but you might have some picture of your future life. Do you want to live in the small town, or you prefer big cities? Do you want to live in big country or small country? I don't know, like Switzerland is okay as well. Have you any close idea about your future life in the other country?
I think from my past experience of my life, I'm quite adaptable and flexible. So it's not so important for me. I lived in small cities, especially in the US, like in the middle of nowhere.
On the
Yeah.
ranch, somewhere
Yeah,
on the ranch.
almost like this. And here I live in a big city. Bulgaria was a small country for me, but it's okay. And I lived in Germany, so I think I have some feeling of Europe, for example. So I lived in Deggendorf. It's a small city too. It's like a university place kind of in Bavaria. So I think it's not the most important point for me.
One question, what did you study? Because you studied a lot in different countries. What did you study?
I studied business administration.
Oh, yeah, but you know, it's really interesting thing, because you studied exactly what you're doing now.
Yes, kind of, but to be honest, I wouldn't advise maybe many people to choose this sphere because maybe it was the American system. I don't know. It was a lot of just a little bit from everywhere and not much practice. I didn't really like that. But after all, I kind of, yes, work in the same sphere, but I still had to have some courses for project management and so on.
But you know, so we have a similar saying in the Russian language. When you study something, now you forget everything you
Yes, yes.
studied and start again in the work. It's absolutely normal. I think besides a couple of tech jobs, you really have to forget all this theory from the schools and learn again, especially right now with artificial intelligence and all this stuff. It's changing every day.
Yeah.
Okay. The opposite question. Okay, you are open. It's complicated with you because you're open for everything, for all cities, for all countries. And we had this communication with you about the age of the guy, and you said, yes, I'm open as well. And I recommended you to be careful with
I remember.
I'm open. Give me a couple of things you're like no-goes in relationship, things you can never forget or forgive.
Well, obviously it's cheating, even though I didn't have such experience. Thanks God. Too much lying. As I said, being like too bossy or authoritative. Not spending weekends together. Of course, not like every weekend, but if it's like every weekend the person is working or meeting friends, then I also don't like it. I think that's the main points.
You.
Yeah.
You continue. You continue. It's your interview, not mine. Are there any hobbies you would like to try, but you need the partner for it?
Yeah, I'd like to try dancing, bachata. I've tried it before. I liked it very much. just now I didn't have much time for it, but I think it would be a nice hobby to do together.
Yeah, cool. Especially many men, you know, it's a surprise, but many European men, they go to such courses, to such dancing schools, even repeat these dancing schools. It's quite popular in Europe now. Okay, really interesting thing, you know, because thinking about young girls, you think, you know, so always traveling, always exploring the world, and you know, yes, just family, little girl want to have a nice family life. It's really such amazing thing. How can you describe your character? I know it's a complicated question because we cannot describe ourselves, but how do you see yourself?
I think on the one hand, I'm a calm person that enjoys spending time at home and so on. But on the other hand, I'm quite emotional. What else? I'm loyal. I don't lie, just maybe some little good lies, not to offend the person. Yes. Difficult question for sure.
Yes, of course. It's always difficult because, yeah, but you know, it fits what you say about yourself.
But you know, I can tell you, I just had my birthday on the 30th of March. And at our work, we create like little postcards, online postcards, and everyone writes something about this person. And I was surprised that my colleagues all wrote about me almost the same, that I'm very kind and I can find approach to any person. I can communicate with anyone. That's what everyone wrote. It was very interesting for me.
But you know, so it's exactly this quality to find approach to everybody. So it's exactly the answer to my question: will it be complicated for you to move to other country and integrate? Because exactly this is being open for other cultures, for other people, accept mistakes or you know different behavior from other people. Exactly this thing. Okay, cool. I like it very much. So, dear guys, here's Daria from St. Petersburg. So, if you want to meet her, and you have to want to meet her, so it's really must have. Please contact me, and I will introduce you to this beautiful girl, and you will try to get her heart. Thank you, Daria, so much for this interview. It was so nice to talk to you, and I wish you good day and of course a lot of success with your kids students.
Thank you very much, Ksenia. My pleasure.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.